Okay, folks, today we are tackling another question, this time from Neil again. Neil Begin asked, same thing with the vocoder, there's hours of how it works, but zero details on how to set it up and actually execute it. Okay, first of all, we need an instrument. Let's load up a vocoder. If we now play some on our keyboard, we get an input, but we get no output. So you won't hear what you do. So we raise this little knob here from vocoder to equalizer. And now we can use the built-in frequency bands here like a normal equalizer would do. Note here, this differs from a normal EQ because of the FFT modes here. We maybe introduce artifacts while using it, but that doesn't need to be a bad thing. So if we play now, you see or you hear we're changing the sound drastically, but this is a cool way instead of using an EQ for that, especially because you got these low band modes here like 4 or 8, which is totally cool. But we won't use this as an equalizer, we want to use this as a vocoder. So we switch this back to vocoder again and raise this to the FFT 512 mode here. And by holding down Control and clicking, we are resetting all of our frequency bands here. First of all, we would need something played, so let's improvise something. Let's switch this to equalizer for a second so we could hear what we played. Okay, let's take this for now. Let's play some chords. So the chords doesn't really matter now. What we need now is something in our modulator. We start off with something simple. We drag in our Dr. Octarex for a quick drum loop and connect its main output to the modulator. If you want to hear the Dr. Octarex in conjunction with the modulated, I would take the normal way of the input and using a parallel. But I don't want the Dr. Octarex now, I only will use it as a modulator here. And we could delete this mix channel here. If I hit run here and play down here, you should hear our played chords, our played and held, our played and sustained chords here should be gated via the incoming signal from the Dr. Octarex. So as you see, we already getting a modulator level, and our sounds should be get modulated by this. So if we play now, so this could be a really cool and fun trick to get some emotion into your sustained chords, but this is only one way to use it. We also could use the frequency bands now. Shift slightly alters the frequency bands so they get pitched down or pitched up, so we get a different tonality and character using this. We also could raise up the HF amp, which is the high filter frequency emphasis. We also could use the attack and decay to alter the behavior of the modulation levels. But we also get the option, instead of choosing a Dr. Octarex, we could also use vocals on that. So let's try this. Let's create another audio track, which should be armed with my corresponding inputs. Let's bypass this for a second. Just randomly sing something. I don't know what to sing, but it doesn't matter much. Oh God. And now we just need to feed the direct out into our modulation input. We could also do this using the parallel, but in this example we only want to hear the modulated sound. I don't know what to sing, but it doesn't matter much. I don't know what to sing, but it doesn't matter much. I don't know what to sing, but it doesn't matter much. I don't know what to sing, but it doesn't matter much. I don't know what to sing, but it doesn't matter much. We even could switch out our carrier here. I don't know what to sing, but it doesn't matter much. I don't know what to sing, but it doesn't matter much. Okay, this clearly works. If we take a look at the hold button here, I could freeze whatever comes into by clicking the hold button. So if I have a sweet spot in my signal, I could lock this down for a bit. So you could lock down a specific frequency response to your Europa or every other synth. Okay, there's not much else to say. Let's take a short look at the backside. Again, we got these individual band levels. So we could either put in our own CV signals. Let's use a polar dual LFO for this. I could control the input of band 2 here, and as you see, we get a cool result. But we also could use the output to read our audio. For instance, I could just say take band 2, let's input this into CV1 and let CV1 control the frequency amount of our filter. And let's see how this sounds. I don't know what to sing, but it doesn't matter much. So this is just an example. It really wasn't working, but we could read what the level here shows and send these values to different locations on our CV backside here. Okay, folks, that's everything I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If so, please leave a like and a comment down below. If you aren't already, please subscribe. This helps the channel grow a lot and keeps this alive. Have a great day. See you next time.